I still cannot believe that it's 2020.
You don't know what to do with it. Give me your wig. Give me your wig.
What's up, ladies? I hope that your New Year's celebrations were as turned up or as relaxed as you needed them to be. Now, if you're wondering what I was doing New Year's, last night for New Year's, girl, you don't have to look too far. You can go on my Instagram and my Twitter at Adrian Expression. But if you did not check that, I can give you a glimpse as to what I was up to, the type of foolishness that was taking place last night. I felt the energy. I was excited for the year ahead of me. And also, I was a bit inebriated. That could have explained a lot of it. But no, my New Year's was great. I hope yours was good too. I was out at the club, the bakery in Atlanta, because Ocean had a performance there. So I went there to show my support. The good sis was killing it. I love it. Love to see it. And since we're speaking about people having a good time on New Year's, sis, Don Lemon never ceases to amaze me. I don't know how he gets that fucking wasted. I don't know how he gets that wasted on TV. Let me tell you something. I would not trust myself getting like super wasted on national TV. You know the type of shit I would be saying? No, ma'am. But I'm so glad Don Lemon, but this is a side note, I'm so glad that Don Lemon got his act together. I mean, we really used to drag the shit out of him, but he really came around. And now I can really get my life every time every time for New Year's when this man gets drunk, it is such a show. Like, look at him. What is he doing? And you should have seen how he was singing into that microphone. Anderson Cooper was there, Andy Cohen was there. It seemed like the gay agenda was live and in full effect on national TV. But like I said, I do not know how Don Lemon, I guess when you work for that long in TV, you can really trust yourself around cameras. But sis, you add a couple of shots to that mix, I don't know, girl, we're gonna cut the cameras, dead ass. Like, for real. No, y'all gonna end up with a whole bunch of fines and shit on y'all network. It's good, we can move right along to something else. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that Don Lemon's out here getting drunk, and I want to see it every single time. For New Year's, I want to see it every single time. We need to have a show where he just gets drunk and does stuff or talks about stuff, because that shit was hilarious. Did you see that he apparently got a tattoo? He kept saying, I got a big announcement on my body, and everybody's like, okay, nigga, what are you talking about? He apparently he got a whole tattoo. Don Lemon, it's that Don Lemon 2020, I think. I don't know if it's real or fake or whatever, but it seemed like he was legit. I'm like, this nigga got a drunk tattoo. In 2020, we got to go. Got a blast. Before we continue, I want to make sure that you all are going to patreon.com/Adrian Expression. Yesterday, I put up the latest episode of the Expression podcast, which is entitled The New Year is Upon Us, and I'll be releasing an article tomorrow. Go ahead and check out my Patreon page, my Patreon account. And since we're talking about accounts, Mariah Carey got her motherfucking Twitter account hacked, and they were saying some crazy shit. I'll put up some of them. Now, I'm wondering if Mariah Carey saw any of these tweets and was just like, oh, I should keep one of them up, or just laugh. She responded to this whole thing by basically saying, like, I take a nap and I wake up to all this shit going on. These hackers had her account tweeting all types of N-words with the hard R and shit. It was a running joke on social media talking about maybe Camila Cabello hacked Mariah Carey, girl. I don't know. I don't think it will be Camila. Camila shouldn't be worried about hacking Mariah's Twitter account. She should be worried about logging into them vocals and see if she can hack into Mariah's vocal cords to help sis out. But I don't think Camila should be focusing on other things. Let me tell you something about you hackers. I already been saying y'all are doing too much when it comes to these celebrities. If y'all have the savvy to hack into these motherfuckers' Twitter accounts and social media accounts, you need to be focusing your attentions on the student loan debt crisis in America. Let me tell you something. I would benefit if y'all just get y'all act together. What are you doing? We don't care about Mariah's Twitter account. If y'all hoes don't go hack somebody and raise their credit scores up, what's wrong with y'all? At this point, we need to go ahead and see if we can hire some type of cyber justice league, because the way that y'all are running around here, y'all are not tackling the issues that need to be tackled. It's just like, please, we got to get some professionals up there to do what needs to be done. Get out of Mariah's Twitter account. Girl, bye. And since we're saying girl, bye, let me tell you something. A lot of the Rihanna Navy was saying girl, bye to their good sis. Like, they are angry, girl. They were on social media changing their abbeys to shit like this because Rihanna has not released an album yet, and she said that she would release it in 2019. I saw some of the tweets. on right before New Year's, talking about, all right, sis, you got one more day. You got one more day. They are dragging Rihanna, but I know what that feels like, sis. I promise you, my fave don't even tweet. We can't even get her ass out the house. You know what I mean? Listen to this shit. I understand what y'all are going through, Rihanna Navy. Listen to this shit. Beyonce brought all types of camera crews to Formation World Tour, and guess what she told us to rewatch the Formation World Tour in our heads, because she ain't released no DVD. We got petty ass faves. That's just it. We both got petty ass faves, and I don't know what to tell you, girl. Let's hold on a little while longer. Rihanna was boasting that she was listening to her completed album while y'all are waiting for it, so maybe there is a slight chance that shit is actually complete. So we'll have a chance to listen to it. But as far as 2019 goes, girl, Rihanna lied to y'all ass. She said y'all have called her the Avon lady one too many times, and we're just gonna have to simply deal with this shit. And since we're talking about petty faves, let's just go ahead and talk about Miss Beyonce. Now, Beyonce says, it's just completely disrespectful, uncalled for, actually. I don't know, Mama Tina needs to discipline you, because she's the only one on this planet, I'm sure, who can. You need to be disciplined for how you tried us. So we go on Instagram, right? And Beyonce has posted a black photo. It's just a blank photo on Instagram. So the girls are in the comments like, all right, sis, you posted blank photos on Instagram. Is something coming? Like, what's the tea? You got an album coming? Maybe you're actually going to put the Formation World Tour on the DVD so that we can watch it. And no, ma'am, that's not what happened. She said, happy holidays to you broke ass bitches, and that's just it. I was just like, sis, no, you didn't have to do this shit to me. You did not have to do this shit. People were down there talking about, I got my wallet ready, B. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Somebody said they were on a plane, but they would parachute off of it if that meant that they get to take part in whatever she has going on. So whatever. That's cool and fine. We got a cute little happy holiday shit from Beyonce. And they look cute. They look cute as hell. Blue is obviously trying to assert her dominance as the new supreme. Love that for the good sis. Now this picture in particular is just here to remind us that the good sis is indeed here to stay, and the rest of your faves are going to be found wanting. They're going to be found just inadequate when it comes to trying to measure up to this young queen here, okay? When I tell you that in this image I see a performer, I see a dancer, I'm giving you Miss Cleo vibes. You see what I'm saying? I see a young mogul. I see a lyricist. I see a songwriter. You see what I'm saying? I'm seeing that for her, okay? Now, if we take a look at this picture, we're just analyzing the picture, sis. Let's go through it. Blue is tall as hell. Now, I know that celebrity babies, they grow like they're being fed with, I don't even know, radioactive steroids or something. But Blue says, I don't know, I guess we must just be really getting old, because it's just crazy to remember the first moment ever that her little face was posted on Instagram next to her mommy, and now she's tall as hell. I think she's going to be taller than Beyonce. And Rumi's over here standing, oh my gosh. And Sir Carter looked like he finna be mean mugging like his daddy. I don't know. But the picture that really got us all together, I'm telling you right now, when I saw it, my spirit was lifted. First of all, let's talk, before we even discuss the rest of this picture, let's talk about the fact that Blue Ivy has a head full of hair, even though you girls, they were talking about it online too, but I have to reiterate, even though you girls were trying to drag her for the way that her hair was grown out of her head, and y'all wanted her mother to snatch it back so that her hair follicles could just drop out, that didn't happen. But what did happen is that Blue Ivy's scalp is very strong. And if we just move right on over to the right, what you can see here is somebody that you call a bad bitch, okay? And that's called Megan Thee Stallion. And of course we have Beyonce, but it's just the H-Town hotties are in the game. What we're doing is, speaking it. Let's speak it into existence. Here we go, let's do the seance. Let's do the seance. We're speaking of Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce collab. Oh, yes! Speaking of Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce collaboration into the universe, that's what we doing. So let me tell you right now, if I'm listening to a Beyonce song and all of a sudden I hear I'm going to be like, I'm gonna be literally vomiting because of how sickening, it's just making me sick, how sickening that's going to be. We all know that shit. It's gonna sound like, and you know Beyonce swears she a rapper, so if they do a collab, Beyonce gonna hop on the beat too. It's only right. Like, sis does all that rap singing, fast singing that she did. Please give it to us, please. And of of course, they were whipping out this old photo of Beyonce and comparing it to Blue. Love that for the good sis. I guess Beyonce was having a big party because I think this picture also came from that event. Zendaya was there, Megan's there. We have Lance Gross, my husband. Oh my goodness. Every time I see Lance Gross pop up on my timeline, I'm like, I'm gonna cook and clean and wash everything, smile and grin, and hand my man a pen so he can write that check. Sis paying all of my motherfucking bills. Hey boo. So we will end this video by talking about some scary men. The first one is Kevin Spacey, girl. Now, I don't know what's going on, but somebody needs to do some research. Go ahead and look it up. Type in Kevin Spacey victims on Google and some shit will pop up. I don't know, like, it seems like not a lot of people are talking about the fact that a lot of Kevin Spacey's accusers have been found dead, or just, and some of them dropping the cases and shit. It's a lot. It's kind of alarming to me. So if someone could check all that shit out, please let me know, because I was looking at some headlines, something like, girl, they must have taken Francis Underwood out of House of Cards and placed him in 2019 and 2020, because the way that these accusers are ending up like Zoe Barnes and shit, it's not cute to me. It's not cute to me. I have no idea why more people are not talking about this shit. It's just like, now the last scary man that we're gonna be talking about is Michael Bloomberg. Now, what's scary to me is the fact that he thinks that he should be running for anybody's presidency. So CBS News ended up asking him about the Central Park Five. Now this particular clip went viral on social media. He was asked by a reporter, like, you were the mayor at the time of New York and you defended the cities and its police department's handling of the Central Park 5 case. What is your stance on it now? Did you change your stance? And he basically said he's pivoted so many times and tried to sidestep and brush aside a lot of shit. He basically said things like, I don't remember. He said, well, apparently the courts have rules and if they said they didn't do it, then they didn't do it, and that's that. We just have to live with that decision. He said he's been away from it for so long that he can't really respond because he doesn't remember. But then he turns around and said, well, there's a lot written about it. I guess he's talking about news articles or whatever, a lot written about it, so I suggest you go and do the reading. Just read up, and that's it. So I don't understand how first of all, I don't want his ass running for president anyway. And second of all, I don't understand how he thinks, like, you must be so out of touch. Like, how could nobody on your tired ass campaign see that that question would most likely be one of the biggest questions that your ass is gonna get asked or dragged about? And you really think that type of answer, go look it up for yourself, I don't remember, you like you really thought that shit was gonna fly? Like, please, it's just crazy that these billionaires can get in the race so fucking late. And to me, this is considered late. And just spread their money around, buy a bunch of ads, and that's it. He needs to get his ass out of here. Like, I just don't understand how someone can be that out of touch with the people that they're trying to get to vote for them. And someone like him has not had to care about any of these issues, does not see the importance in caring about that shit. So to expect him to speak intelligently about them is, I know, far-fetched, but damn, he didn't even act like he cared. Hate that for us. Hate it for us, because this is going to be an absolute shit show the closer we get to elections. Hate to see that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope that you guys are enjoying the first day of the new year. I'm telling you, like, look at 2020 written on a paper. That shit don't feel like a real year, nigga. I don't know what I'm gonna do when it gets to 2030, 2040, shit like that. It's gonna feel like we living in Blade Runner. It's just like we were promised flying cars. We were promised flying cars, and all we got is pollution and fascism. I hate it. Actually, matter of fact, with the way that people drive in Atlanta, you can keep them flying cars. It would be all types of destruction. Just cars raining down like meteors from the sky. Hate to see that. On that note, thank you all so much for watching. I love you all so much, and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.